Another customer case here. This is yet another storage device, and it's a PCIe storage device that has its low power substates. We had a customer who was desperately trying to measure this drive to see if it really went into this kind of 70 microamp low power substate. And the answer is, it does, but it's incredibly hard to keep it there. So this is on a Linux system. It was even worse on Windows. What's happening is that the OS is constantly saying, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? And every time it does, it's waking this drive. So this is the clock rec signal here. So on PCIe, there's a sideband called clock rec, and when you want to go into a real low state, you stop the clocks, and the clock rec signals what does that. And so the OS is constantly making the drive. So low power states are only any good if you stay in them. And our experience is it's really hard to find a system that will keep a device in a low power state. And it's even harder to measure it as well. That's something we do pretty well with. This is another low power mode. So this is yet another one of the scripts that we provide. And this one is putting a drive into different substates, and it's measuring the data. And what I really like about this one is the graphics shows us something interesting. We love our GUI because it always shows us something interesting. Every trace of everything we take, there's something interesting in there. And in this case, what's going on is we're in the first power state, we're running some data, second power state, runs some data, third power state, runs some data. And they're supposed to go down, right? It's increasing levels of power conservation. And down here we have some data. So power state 0, 3.3 watts, power state 1, 2.6, power state 2, 1.8. All good. When we look at what's going on here, this doesn't look very dissimilar to the first two power states. And when we zoom in on it, what we see is that this particular device, this is actually a 3-second window. It's operating for a second, and it's going to sleep for 2 seconds. So that is a huge, huge reduction in performance for a relatively slim reduction in power consumption. So if we imagine this is a behavior of my laptop as it's on its last 1% of battery going to sleep, what I've just done is I've reduced my power from 2.6 to 1.7 watts, so I've reduced it by kind of 40%, but I've reduced my performance by 70% or so. So it's going to take longer to shut down, it's doing other things. It's not a good result. So you have to be very, very aware of what's going on in these low power modes because they don't necessarily do what they say on the tin.